All right, ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing today? I appreciate you being here. So let me say hi to a couple of the folks that we got in line. We have Des Logic, we have Dan Smoking Treasure, we have Snoopy Stacks, we have me, we have Seven Stacks, we have Gene, and that is all I'm seeing at the time. So hey, I appreciate y'all joining me on a early Saturday morning. William E, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you being here. So I'm going to let a few more people come in. You can see a couple things here, but um, you might not get kind of what the theme of this is. So we'll kind of get into that here in just a moment. Hey, Brazinger, thank you for coming in. Appreciate you being here. Hope you all are having a fabulous morning. Hope you have had your coffee and had a chance to kind of sit down and relax on this fabulous Saturday morning. Reminder to everybody that it is a Juneteenth weekend. That means that on Monday, which is Juneteenth, if you haven't already kind of paid attention to what's going on that day, please make sure you observe that and look at things like that, respect our history, and we can move forward with lives. But it's important to understand and respect the history and why that's an important day. Easy Coins, thank you for coming in. Appreciate you being here. Mr. Jackalope, couldn't be a stream without you, brother. Appreciate you being here. Joe Mama, thank you for coming in. I'm going to get over here to my live chat. For some reason, it's not wanting to show up. So let me refresh this real quick and see if I can't get that to appear. Let's see here. Right now I'm looking at all right, come on, live chat, pop up. All right, there we go. There we go. Now I can see everybody. All right, so we've got David Carlisle. We've got Coin Junkie. Hey, Coin Junkie. It's been a long time since I chatted with you. Carol, how are you doing, my friend? Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you smashing that thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, please do so. We have a fabulous 19 number of people in this room this morning. Space Miner, appreciate you coming up. Thank you for being here. Hopefully, I haven't missed anybody. If I have, I definitely do apologize. I think I've caught everybody. So what I'm going to do, we got 21 people in here and only 14 likes. Come on, y'all. You can smash that like. It's free. It's easy. It doesn't really take any effort. Well, actually, it does, especially if you have a jacked up index finger. So, but hey, appreciate you all coming in. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about kind of where I want to go, what I want to do with my channel. I am only 62 subs away from 1,000. And so this has led me to looking at kind of what do I want to really focus on? Now, you all know that I do a lot. Yeah, I appreciate you, Carol. Thank you for sharing that out. That's awesome. I really do appreciate that a ton. But as I near 1,000 subs, I wanted to look at some of the stuff that I do. And I wanted to make sure that as I grow, I'm providing you all with good content, that I'm providing you all with a wide variety of things that you all have kind of talked about, provided information. You guys know that I'm doing my Ships on Coin series right now. I'm going to be kind of wrapping that up here through the end of June into July, and then I'll be going on to my next one, which it's going to be military based. So we kind of focused on the Navy up front. Holler out to all my Navy brothers and sisters. But I want to support the other services. So the next stream will either be the Marines, the Coast Guard, the Air Force or the Army. Now, when we talk about those, we're going to be talking about the same thing like with ships. So we'll be focusing on the vehicle. We'll be doing Booyah, Go Navy. We have tanks, we have airplanes, we have different types of armament. We have things of that nature. We've got, we're talking Snoopy. We've got the Marines represented here today. I know we've got armies definitely here. Hey, Coin Crew, thank you for coming in, Miss Coin Crew. Appreciate you being here. So the next series is going to be, I haven't figured out what it is yet. I don't know if it's going to be planes or tanks, or if it's going to be like artillery, or if it's going to be different types of military weapons. But they'll all be coin based, right? So everyone that I'll be collecting the coin series, and then we'll be talking about those particular items. So as I come up with more items and as I move towards things, then I definitely want to be kind of cognizant of supporting military men and women. But there's another thing that I want to do, and it comes aligned with being a parent as well as supporting people who are way more crafty than I am. I am not an artist by any scope of the imagination. The person that I'm going to be bringing up today, if she was Michelangelo, then I would be Salvador Dali. My ability to create recognizable shapes are very limited to horrible stick figures. See, Happy Chappy, thank you for coming in, brother. Appreciate you being here. So I wanted to do something based off comments that I received from you all on my 700 GAW. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I like, but I want to focus not just necessarily on what I like, but I want to focus on some areas that people have responded to me on. And because of that, I have these rounds in front of me. Now, I feel a little bit goofy because the one coin that I wanted to share, that is the whole premise of where I'm going with this next item, I put somewhere, and now I can't remember where the hell I put it. So I've been scrambling all morning trying to identify where I put this round, and I don't know where I set it down at. So you guys know the round. It was a pun, yes. It's puntastic. Now I took some ideas based off of what people had, and I'm putting it together. So there's going to be something that I'm going to be doing. Now, this is going to be a quarterly thing, and it's going to happen. We'll do it in July. I've got to figure out some of the details. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be highlighting some of my daughter's artwork. And as she gets ready to start preparing for college, and as she starts going through some of these testing and some of the things that are happening, I'm going to work on getting her engaged with things like getting her artwork out there. Now, for those of you that were at my 700 GAW giveaway, me won the Loki that was done. If you don't remember the Loki, go ahead and go check that out. If you all have seen my short that I put out last night regarding subs and whatnot, that was Master Chief of Halo. My daughter drew that one. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking on a quarterly basis. Me was the big winner. And me graciously donated the silver and gold to pay for all of the shipping for everything that was done, that went up from my end, which was extremely generous. I really appreciated that. But what I want to do is I want to take these things, and I want to look at how do I engage the 3 or 4 primary groups that watch my channel? And those primary groups are the artisans, the pourers, the artists, the drawers, the sculptors, the painters. There's the coin hobbyists. There are those that are the numismatic folks, right? The ones that actually collect the old coins, the constitutional, they like, pre-modern stuff. We have the stackers that are solely about stacking and collecting the weight. Now, some of them like the artistry behind the stuff that they stack, but again, it's primarily stacking. And then the last one, which would be, I just went blank. The comic, right? The comic book, the collectors, the cards. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to do something and put something together that benefited the 4 pillars of the community in which support my channel. And so, metal detectionists too. Yep, sorry, brother. But again, with metal detectionists, I don't really know what we could draw to do that. I haven't seen too many metal detecting rounds. But yeah, definitely metal detectionists as far as support. But again, metal detectionists usually fall into one of the other 4 categories, which would be either the artisans, because they like the historians, they like that kind of stuff. So I don't mean to leave them out at all. There are a great number of people in the metal detection realm that have done a lot for the community, that have stood by me to support me. But most of you guys collect numismatic items, right? You're looking at historical items. You like the art, the rings, the production. You like that kind of stuff, and so you fall into one of the 2 other categories. So again, I didn't mean to leave you out, and I don't mean to leave anyone out. I'm just talking about the 4 primary pillars of the folks that monitor me. Now, because of that, what we're going to do is we're going to implement something, and I've talked to a couple of people about it. I've got a couple of partners in this escapade. And on a quarterly basis, what we're going to do is my daughter's going to do a drawing. And I'm going to find the silver round to accompany that drawing. And then I'm working with one of my card collectors and comic collectors to identify the comic or some sort of signed media pertaining to that particular entity. And once a quarter, we're going to auction off that item, and that item's going to go towards my daughter's scholarship or my college and schooling fund to support her art and development. Brown Sugar, thank you for coming in. Appreciate that. And it's only going to happen on once a quarter. Now, I'm not getting into the auctioning realm. Not something that I want to do. I support those channels that do. I am a moderator for Coin Crew. I am there to support their channel, to stand by them. I'm a mod for the Durbans. I stand by to support them, but I do not, and I will not go into the auctioning realm. I like watching the games and checking stuff out. That's not something that I'm going to do on my end. So this is going to be a once a quarter type of thing. And again, I don't know where we're going to have this. It may be through one of the other channels, but we will be auctioning it off, and those proceeds will go towards my daughter's artistic schooling. So I just want you guys to kind of be aware of what's going on. One thing that I did for me, YouTube me, I'm my. So if you ever are trying to figure out what the heck me and my are talking about, I am my and he is me. And so when we talk about me and my, me is not frostbite, my is frostbite. So, but what I did is to have this discussion with me. What we did is he reached out to one of the channels, Mike Panucci, and got the comic for Loki. He got one of the Asgardian comics. And then I sent him a silver round of Loki and then he's going to be putting his together. So he basically was the first one. Now his was a giveaway. He's built it on his own, but this is something that I think would be very good and would benefit not just my channel and my daughter, but again, it would really engage more members of our community. So I want to make sure that it would be something that everybody in my stream, everybody who monitors my channel could actively engage in. And so because of that, I am going to share with you my daughter. Now, she's going to be drawing. She's waving at everybody. And you can see that she's working on the next item that is going to be up for, this is going to be the first item within the auction. Now, the coin that is going to, or the round that's going to go with that is going to be the Phantom. Now, many of you have seen the Phantom coin. Unfortunately, this is the one that I can't figure out what I did with. I don't know where I put the round. I've been looking all morning and I'm like, oh my God, I've looked through all of my stacks. I just can't find this stinking thing anywhere. But the round it's a silver 1 ounce 999 fine, and it has a purple figure of the Phantom. That's where I got mine, is from Coin Crew, Joe Mama. But I don't have both of them. I only have one of them. And so what's going to happen is I've already reached out to one of my comic connections, and they are going to be sending me a Phantom comic. I'm going to have the silver round. And then as my daughter continues to work on these pencil sketches and things of that nature, we're going to be putting in that. So what the auction's going to be is it's going to be the comic, and then in the center of that will be the coin, and then on the right side will be the actual drawing that my daughter has done. Now, the reason, so see, Happy Chappy, that's pretty much one of the reasons that we're doing the Phantom first, is for the comic lovers. This basically was one of the starts when it came to the comic book world. When my daughter and I had talked about getting into this and doing this kind of thing, she was like, well, we can look through this. I was walking through some of the coins. She really liked the purple colorized round. And she said, I can do that one. And I was like, well, let's look at some of the other ones. And then we started looking up the comics, and it was quite clear that this was something that we're going to do. I'm also going to move this over here. So we'll be doing things like the Green Lantern. I'll be doing some stuff with Disney. I'll be doing stuff with Star Wars. So we'll be doing different ones. And so we have different rounds. We have different coins. This would be Poseidon, or maybe Aquaman, or something of that nature. Now, there are Aquaman rounds and things of that nature. So we'll be finding some other rounds. We'll be finding some different things. But this is going to happen pretty much on a quarterly basis. That will give her time to really develop her style and do some work, as well as be able to focus on things like continued schooling. She plays 3 instruments, so getting her to where she can, continue to play the flute, the clarinet. So I looked at the flute. She looked at me like, "What? I don't play the flute." The clarinet, the saxophone, and she is working on learning the piano. So very talented young lady in all sorts of realms. She's got a fabulous mind and heart for art. She's extremely good with poetry, and obviously, what you see here is just an absolute talent with with her artwork. And so, because of that, I want to be the best dad I can be and really support and encourage her artwork, encourage those things. And so, um, it, well, Chappie, what's funny about that is she's really good at math too. This summer, her summer job is actually tutoring second through fifth grade kids on math and English. So she's a brilliant little devil, and she's very well rounded. We jokingly say that she's got her mother's looks and her father's brains. If it happened the other way around, she'd be screwed. Because anybody who's seen me knows that you would not wish that upon any soul. Fortunately, there's only one of me, and I have these shatterproof mirrors so that I can, groom myself in the mornings. But your chat keeps shutting off. That's not good. I had a problem earlier where I couldn't get my chat to show, but thanks, Snoopy. You know what? It's all about having fun, right? I like telling jokes. I like being the stupid dad. I like telling the dumb puns. So I don't mind people picking on me. I don't mind people picking on myself, or picking on myself. I enjoy that. Um, and so you'll hear me kind of do that, but it's all in good fun. I've got a good I've got a good love for myself, so I don't say those things out of disdain or to make people feel sorry for me, because I'm sorry enough. But so let's go back through this. See, have I missed anybody? Gold Sniping Farmer, thank you for coming in. Watched his stream the other day. He had a lot of cool stuff up there. Um, you see him in a lot of different streams. So, hey, thanks for coming up. I appreciate you being here. But again, I just wanted to kind of walk through this with you, kind of let my daughter do some of this little drawing, and kind of see what she's doing, and kind of talk about what the plan is moving forward, and how I can utilize the platform of YouTube to continue my endeavor to not only be a good father, but to support my daughter in her passions. We all enjoy what we do, whether it's collecting uh, numismatic, whether it's stacking, whether it's uh, doing metaphors, whether it's doing the artwork here, whether it's music, whether it's our kids, whether it's pets, metal detecting, whatever it might be. Your thing may be skydiving. Your passion may be scuba diving. Whatever your passion is, it's important that you come alongside people that will support you in this endeavor. And I really like I really like being able to utilize this platform to help her. And there's so many great people. There's so many great channels that are just generous in the fact that they give and they do. But what I want to do is I want to be very clear when I work on things that very, very, very rarely will I do something like this for no, I can't say personal gain, because I want to give back to the community. But anybody who has a channel knows that it takes money to run a channel. So there are going to be a couple of things that we'll do. We'll do some giveaways. We'll do some stuff like that. But I don't ask. I don't ask for that. Now, the one thing that's really cool is that for those of you who have been tracking this, YouTube just made a change, and one of these changes is definitely going to be beneficial. And that is the fact that if you have 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours, you will now be eligible not for monetization. I want to be clear. There have been some discussions about that, and people have heard that incorrectly. So it's not monetizations. What the 500 and 3,000 allow you to do is to get super chats and have membership. The monetization still stands with 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Now, what the 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 watch hours allows you to do is get ad revenue. So it allows you actual monetization. So you actually get money per video. You actually get your ability to do your ads and things of that nature. So it's still the 1 and 4K for full monetization. But what they allowed you to do now is they allow you to, at 500 and 3,000, is to get those additional benefits, right? And that is the monetization, which if you look at some of our channels that, the people are really, really close, but they got tons and tons of watch hours, this is extremely beneficial for them. There's a lot of gracious people in the chats and in the streams. And so you see the opportunity to get items, but again, it doesn't it's not beneficial if you have to get that 1,000 and 4,000. Now, Gold Sniping Farmer says they allow you that YouTube takes a cutoff. Exactly. So this is a money grab by YouTube. However, so they take 20% or whatever the number would be. I don't know what the exact number is for super chats. I haven't really done the work with the reviewing on that because I'm not there yet. I'm really close to my 1,000 subs. I'm only 62 away from 1,000, but I've only got something like 1,500 watch hours. So I've really got to get my watch hours up. Yeah, it can be high as 30%. I don't know if it's above that. It might be. I really don't know. I wish I did. If there's somebody out here that knows that, please holler at me and let me know. Silver Bull, good morning. 420's in the house. Well, actually, we've got a couple hours, so it's probably now. It's only about 3 o'clock. 20 minutes in Europe will be 420. So we'll put that hashtag THC in there for you. But again, it's one of those things where every little bit helps, right? Because and anybody, I mean, just ask Coin Crew or just ask Silver Bull or those folks that do a lot of shipping. Man, shipping costs a lot of money. Ask Mike Panucci. All of the giveaways he does, man, so the super chats and the donation and things like that really do help. But I do have, like, buy me a coffee or my coffee memberships, but you won't hear me push it. If people want to go to it, they go to it. I'm not sending people there. I'm not doing all this crazy stuff. If you want to help the channel, you help the channel. And if you don't, then it is what it is. They take 30% and people take an additional, or Apple takes an additional 30% if sent through iPhone. Oh, wow. So if you actually do it, you're only going to get 40% of your money. Interesting. So I'll have to stop using iPhone for super chats. It's good to know. The more you know, the smarter you are. So, but yeah, it's again, it's one of those things that it definitely helps out. But I'm not going to be pushing it. There's so many people who have been gracious to me in things like sending me coins for the Ships on Coin series. That's been absolutely freaking awesome. I definitely appreciate everybody who's done stuff like that. Sharing out my stream, coming to join, throwing a comment, liking the video, sharing it out, right? Those things help build the channel, and they're free. Right. And so those are the things that I ask people to do. I'm not going to ask people to give me money, to do that kind of stuff, because y'all are gracious and kind. If you want to do it, do it. I mean, that's up to you. What I want to do is I want to provide you good quality contact. I want to provide you good quality content, not contact, content. Um, I want to provide the best information that I know how. I'm still learning in this hobby. We're still identifying, what my niche is going to be, right? Because everybody has to have a niche. I'm still identifying that. But I like to give back to the community. I like to go into people's streams and give something away, or go into somebody's streams and as they're having a discussion, add to that discussion. Um, Sometimes when people are like, why don't I really understand this particular item? I'll go do the research and come back and get with them and give them some information, because that's what I enjoy doing. I don't know how that's going to work on my stream. I don't know how it's going to pair together or what that's going to look like, because I'm continuously developing the stream to provide you all the best content that I can. So speaking of content, one thing that I would like to ask is, what do you all want to see? I know you guys have liked my Ships on Coin series. I've gotten quite a bit of positive feedback from that. But what would you guys like to see? What is it that you would like to see on that particular channel? Um, what things do you see on my channel that really don't appeal to you? And because I want honest feedback. If I'm going to grow as a channel, if I'm going to grow as a person, I need people to be honest with me. I have recently reached out to a number of channels that are close knit, and I have asked them if I can work with them, come alongside with them, and do things. They have graciously accepted me into their quote unquote fold. And I'm still trying to figure out and understand what that looks like. But you should start seeing information coming out from this collaborative. I'm not, until we have more discussions on it, I'm not going to relay anything on that. But there have been people in the community who are coming alongside of me to really make sure that um, I'm providing better content. And again, if you're doing this by yourself, it's much more difficult, because as Mr. Beast has said, and other YouTubers have said this as well, if you try to do this alone, when you make a mistake, it's going to take you a long time to identify it. But if you have 4 or 5 or 6 people in a collaboration that are doing it, and they're making the mistakes, you're going to be learning like 200-300 times quicker, because you're going to be learning from the mistakes that other people within your collaboration make. So it's important that you collaborate with people. It's important that you pair up with people. So shipwrecks, that kind of thing. Chappie and I have talked about looking at some of the items for a couple of the shipwrecks. I'm looking at some shipwreck coins. Again, somebody mentioned history. I love doing the history, especially when it comes to the military and our service. Looking at the coins, looking at old ships, things of that nature, talking about where they came from. What's the premise? Why did they put it on the coin? Why did they put it on the round? Let's talk about, the Cook Islands. So the Cook Islands had the HMS Bounty coin. And when they got their independence, their first major run that happened, I think it was 2 years later, was the HMS Bounty. And you see the HMS Bounty on the Cook Island for that particular coin. Now, the Cook Islands were also a extremely important piece because of staging areas for World War II. And so when you look at these different things, and you look at staging and conquest, and you look at some of the things that happen within war and the history and the importance of these areas, I really enjoy looking at those particular items and finding out, where did the information come from? Why is it that coin, or why is it that round is on that? It has been brought to light. Why is it that item that people wanted to see? It's a little bit different when you're talking about something like this, where you're talking about pop culture and icons. It's easy to see why the pop culture items, even though some of the movies, hint hint, wink wink, weren't as good as some of the others. You can see clearly why some of these items were made. Obviously, you know, a world classic. Everybody knows Mickey and Minnie. I mean, they've got Disneyland in how many countries now? Looney Tunes. If you don't know Looney Tunes, you don't know Tweety Bird. Then you had a deprived childhood. The trident. The trident means different things to different people. Some people see the trident and they think of um, Neptune or Poseidon, or you see the trident. And for those of you that are in the Navy, you think of the Navy SEALs. For others, you see the trident, you see the pitchfork, and you see like dark omens or things like the Diablo, right? So again, there's different reasons for different coins. There's different history, and there's a lot of cool things to look for and to identify. That will not happen me, but we're not going to get into the political aspect of that. But again, there are a lot of old navies. Yes. So Dan Smoking Treasures, being a Navy guy, again, the ships for me, it's a passion. I collect ships. This right here are my ship coins. Okay. So I don't know if you can see this, but I got a whole bunch of different coins. Not all of them are silver in that particular one, but I have, I'm working on my collection. Seals call the Trident a Budweiser. I got you. But it's not, it's definitely something that interests me, but I also want to do things that are interesting to the people who are watching. No, not that one. It's ship IP. Yeah, like in technology. I need something to drink. Hold on. My mouth is a little dry. Probably mumbled. I might have actually even said that. Venture Delow. Hey, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you being here. Another good supporter of my channel, so I appreciate you. John Howe. John, I appreciate you, man. I've gotten a lot of cool coins over the last few months from John Howe. Somebody's really willing to work with you. Great guy. Keep him in your prayers. He's had some health issues lately, and so if you are the person who prays, and I don't mean just I'll pray for you. Don't just leave the word of mouth crap alone. If you are actually somebody who prays and you really are engaged in that, then please throw John up in your prayers, because he's had a lot of things going on right now, and he could use the support for that. John is a great man, very kind, very gracious, and we take care of our community. So again, keep him in your mind and your prayers. But yeah, so you can see, obviously, my daughter's continuing to do some shading and put some stuff in this particular one. So for those of you that are coming in late, you'll see that my daughter is doing the drawing here. This is the Phantom. This is going to be the first in a collection that we're going to be auctioning off once a quarter. Now, I've already stated this before, so the people that have been here for a while, she says hello. For the people that have been here for a while, you already heard this, but those that are new, what we're going to be doing is my daughter's going to be doing a drawing of a character. It may be Star Wars, it may be Star Trek, it may be DC, it might be Marvel, it might be something else, it might be anime, whatever it might be. We're going to take a comic book from that particular genre. We're going to get a round. I haven't determined if we're only going to be doing silver, but there are a couple pieces that my daughter has expressed interest in that are gold. So we may be doing maybe once or twice a year, depending upon costs and how I can acquire one, maybe doing a gold coin of a particular item, and then doing the drawing. We'll be putting those together, and then we'll be operating or we'll be doing a auction, and then all of the proceeds for that auction will be going towards my daughter's college fund. Obviously, you can see that she's quite talented in the realm of art, but she's also an uh, extremely adept musician, playing three instruments, academically very smart, a little lazy in the schoolwork, but I'm getting a nasty scowl. Um, but anyway, so we'll be doing that once a quarter. We won't be doing it too much more. This will allow her time to focus on her other activities and the things that she needs to do. But again, as a father, I want to support her in that, and I want to utilize this to not just be a good dad and support my daughter in her items, but there's this thing when you put effort into something that you appreciate things more when you put time and effort into something, and you get this satisfaction when people comment. Like, we've seen the number of comments. It's like, wow, your daughter's talented. Wow, she's really good. She gets this huge smile when I told her about the amazing response from Loki when Loki went out, and where me put it on his remembrance, his military remembrance wall, and that place of honor. That's a big deal, right? And she was ecstatic about that, and so it makes her want to do more. But she's also very gracious in the fact that she wants to help her old man support the channel and get people engaged. And so she's willing to do this kind of stuff, and maybe even throw an occasional one out there for a random giveaway, just because she wants to help support her dad's channel as well. So she's really engaged in this. But again, the proceeds that come from this particular item are going to be going for her for some of her college stuff. And this will happen probably sometime in July. I would guess post Tulsa. I've been debating this one. We might even try to do this in Tulsa. I'll have to think about that. We may do a live stream from Tulsa and do this from there. That might be cool. Actually, you want to do that? Maybe I'll do that. Maybe we'll do this while we're in Tulsa. We'll do a live stream for everybody. So now, in order to auction this item, you will have to be. You better not. It's going to happen, but the auction is going to be more like a silent auction. We're going to have the photo will have a little video of it. We're still working out the details. As soon as we get the specifics on it, we'll put a video out, and then this is where people will respond. There's going to be some very specific rules to the engagement of this. And so we'll talk about it. I've got to make sure that the stuff that we do is within the confines of YouTube's terms and conditions. So there's some stuff that I've got to do. I'm going to be talking with a couple channels to make sure that we're doing the right thing, because I don't want to get myself in trouble, and I don't want to get our channel in trouble. But anyway, so we'll be doing 4 of these a year. And as I stated, I might find one to do a gold round. We have already talked. She is going to be doing one of these for auction for St. Jude. So we're going to be developing one of these, and that's going to be going over to Miss Ida Herring. And so we'll be auctioning this off for St. Jude. I'll probably have her do one military style, maybe even do me a favor, sweetheart, flip over that to the Master Chief that you drew. I'm going to have her deviate for just a moment. I'm going to have her flip to another one. For you, those of you who are gamers, you'll probably really like this particular piece. So this is something that she's done. And I love this piece. It's so freaking detailed. It's quite amazing. Um, but for like our wounded warriors and our gamers, do something kind of military-ish and get that one over to the wounded warriors and have them. That is Master Chief. It is in fact Dan Smoke and Treasure. Um, and so do something kind of theme specific to support like the wounded warriors and auction something off in that one. But anyway, just Chief or Master Chief? I think it's Master Chief, right? Yeah, it's Master Chief. That is not Master Chief. Well, oh, it's not a Navy Master Chief, but it is Master Chief. Perplexed mind. They said talent. She's smiling. She shrugs her shoulders. She's kind of modest about it, but she absolutely loves it. So there, but again, we're going to be doing a lot. Not just this is not going to be just a money grab, folks. We're going to be doing stuff to benefit others as well, and she's going to be utilizing her art to share in that. Now, I'm going to have her show one more. Now, me has graciously no, you know which one I'm going to, right?
Yes.
Okay. So me has graciously donated the round to my daughter for this. And but she's keeping this one. This is one that she is keeping for herself. So we're going to be working on, and this is going to be one that she keeps. But for those of you who are into The Mandalorian, this is sick. I don't know another term for it, but check this out. This is sick. The stuff that she's done, it boggles my mind. I mean, I know my daughter, I know what kind of work that she does, and I know she's talented. But when I saw this, I was like, holy hell. So this one, this one's going to be hers. So we're going to frame this. We're going to do the coin. We're going to do the comic, or I'm going to try and find a Disney-based image of the Mandalorian and Grogu, get it signed and have them do that. Me, probably in the mail today or tomorrow. I'm assuming it'll probably come in today. I've got to get to the post office later today, so I'll let you know if it comes in. Told me that I was looking for it. Me actually had won an item. He reached out to the person and said, I want to change, and sent it. So he's sending this to my daughter as a thank you. Hey, Bill Driscoll, thank you. I appreciate you coming up. Hope you have a wonderful day. Appreciate you joining me on an early Saturday morning. But anyway, so me was really gracious to send this over. So this is going to be her. She's keeping this one. But this just gives you, Tiny, what's up, brother? How are you? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you joining the stream. But she's keeping that one. This is one she's going to keep for herself. But again, I just wanted to share a couple of those with you to kind of understand the quality of what we're going to be putting out there, and kind of just share everybody just some really cool artwork. So we'll be putting out some more information a little bit later. We'll be talking a little bit more about kind of where we're going, what's going to be going on, how we're going to get there. I do want some suggestions. Now, there have been a couple cool suggestions. One that I really liked, that I thought was really neat, and I'm going to do what I can to find. I don't know if they have the round, but the Queen Borg from Star Trek. I think that would be absolutely really cool. I think she would get a kick out of doing that as well. It would be a good challenge for her. So if anybody has or can find a Queen Borg round, please hit me up in email, send that out to me, let me know. And and I will do my best to pick that up. Now, some of the rounds and the coins that she likes have been quite expensive. We're talking 100, 200, $300 rounds. So when they auction, obviously some of these are going to go for, a pretty penny. But again, we want to provide nice collectible items. So we're at about the 50-minute mark. I'm going to kind of be wrapping things down a little bit, but I just wanted to share with everybody. Wanted to kind of talk with you about kind of where we're going, what we want to do, kind of fill the waters, see if there's a little bit of interest in this, and then just let everybody know that again we're here to give you the best information, the best content that I can, to come alongside. And if there's something that you want me to do a video on, I did the whizzing video on the coins, and that was a request. I did the HMS Bounty coin on request. I've had people send me a couple coins and say, hey, do a video on this one. I think it'd be really cool. I've had people say, I know you've been looking for a particular coin. I found one. Here's the person that has it. I've been able to reach out to them and acquire that. So if you have something that you want to see, if there's information or some sort of item that you need to do, then let me know. Hey, have a good one. Go get those brakes on that diesel fixed. Quit procrastinating. Get out there, get that done so you can go earn some more money. But again, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you spending your Saturday morning with me. Let's go see if we can find somebody. Who do we have that's live? Let's go see. Let's see. Who's live? Who can we go crash? Let's find somebody. We may not have anybody live on a Saturday morning. Silver Bull's on. He's doing a premiere. So let's go pop over to Silver Bull. Hold on just a minute. Let me get that. Let me get that link. Okay, everybody leave here and then go tell them that there's a Frostbite raid. Okay, I hope everybody, I was just about to say the same thing, Brown Sugar. I hope everybody has a fabulous Father's Day. Take care, be blessed, keep on stacking, keep on collecting. Hope you all have a wonderful day. And again, go to Silver Bull, let's raid him. Okay, Frostbite out. And as always, y'all have a good day.